folks, today we are talking about Allie's top 7 super secret keto recipes you can take to family gatherings this holiday season to avoid tough conversations. Yeah, sometimes you're on a diet and you don't want to have to talk about it all the time. Also, you don't want to offend people with your food, or you don't want them to judge your food because it's low carb and whatnot. Oftentimes on keto, we say that you shouldn't really discuss being on keto because people are just going to tell you all of their opinions about it, whether you want to hear it or not. People can be real judgmental sometimes. So if you do not feel like explaining to your Aunt Kathy what keto is, or why you're going low carb, or why you're trying to lose weight, today, my top 7 secret keto appetizers / dishes that you want to bring to family holiday get-togethers are going to save you a lot of hassle. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, one of my favorite things that my roommate / landlady makes all the time, she owns the house, is she will just stick some ingredients into a crock pot and she'll make some amazing buffalo chicken dip. It's so good. Oh my goodness. Oftentimes you will serve this with chips, so I would just say bring a bag of tortillas for everybody who's not keto, but for yourself, bring in some chopped up celery sticks. Or you know what you could even do? You could even make some turkey bacon chips. I made those in my Super Bowl video. Haven't done turkey bacon for a while, but it makes a really nice, crispy, flavorful chip. Very low carb, 0 carb, and very, very low calorie, much more low calorie than regular bacon. Since this buffalo chicken dip already has lots of calories coming from the cream cheese, you really don't want to expend other calories if you're planning on eating more than just this. But this stuff fills you up. A couple bites of this and you're gonna be like, wow, I'm running on fat because I've just eaten so much cheese in my life, and it's so good, so good. And so if you have leftover chicken, leftover rotisserie chicken, or if you just want to put it in a crock pot with just some raw chicken breasts, a couple blocks of cream cheese, some Frank's hot sauce, or whatever hot sauce you like. And I think there's a ranch packet that goes into it too. I don't know, literally just check the back of a Frank's red hot sauce bottle, because it tells you exactly how to make it. That's the one time I've made it. I just looked at the back of the bottle and it was fine. Ranch dressing packets, what are their nutrition? Ranch dressing packet, nutrition. 1 per serving, and there's about 16 servings. Okay, so cream cheese has about a carb or 2 per serving. Chicken does not. The hot sauce will not. So you're not looking at a very high carb snack that you can bring to these lovely family gatherings when you don't really want to talk to people and you just rather hang out, around the buffet table like some people do. But if you are watching your calories, do be sure not to overeat on this. This is something that when my landlady makes it, if I overeat on it, I feel it the next day. I do not feel hungry at all because it is so high fat. So it's definitely more of a treat. I wouldn't say make it for a meal unless you're having a very small portion of it. But definitely break out them chopped up celery sticks and serve that, because it's gonna be real good. People gonna love you and your buffalo chicken dip. Now, because I am a fancy lady who drinks the $13 bottle of the Cabernet, sometimes I want me some fancy food too. So you know what everybody loves is a nice good old charcuterie board. A board charcuterie. What is a charcuterie board? Well, it'll have some deli meats, some cured meats, some cheeses. Y'all know I love cheese. Some nuts, maybe some dried fruits, things like that. And maybe some crackers too. But you can totally disguise this as keto. So just avoid the crackers and make your own meat and cheese roll-ups. There are so many ideas on Pinterest for charcuterie boards. Last couple years when we had work functions for holiday parties, I would bring my version of a charcuterie board. I would just go to Publix in the deli section, get some cold cuts, get some, cured meats, some nicer cheeses, and slice them up and put them on one of those disposable platters and take it. And it would get eaten up like it was nothing. Everybody loved it. So I'm just saying. So here's a good example, okay? Yes, it may have some things that you can't eat, but nobody's really gonna watch what you're eating if they're enjoying the food for themselves. That's my biggest secret. So you got some brie, maybe. It looks like some blue cheese or some gorgonzola. You could add in some feta if you want. I love manchego. Salami, ham, mortadella, prosciutto. These are all great choices for making a good charcuterie board. Added some grapes for everybody else who wants something sweet. Added some crackers for people who want to make a little cracker sandwich. All crumbly, I don't know why. Added some plain old cheddar or some, block mozzarella. Just chop it up into cubes or whatever. It's super good. Always a great option for being low-key keto at holiday gatherings. The next low-key keto super secret dish that you can bring to holiday gatherings includes deviled eggs. Everybody loves eggs. I love eggs. My favorite thing after vacation on the road trip back is to stop at Waffle House and get me an omelet. Not deviled eggs, but it's still eggs. Eggs are so comforting. And they're so flavorful, deviled eggs, because they have the mustard and the mayonnaise, and they're so, just fatty and flavorful, and they're a great keto option. Lots of people eat deviled eggs when it comes to like dinner parties or get-togethers. So nobody's gonna know that you're keto and nobody's gonna ask you why you brought deviled eggs. That's what I love about this list. Nobody's gonna ask you about why you brought something or like what's in it because they know what it is. They know what buffalo chicken dip is. They know what a charcuterie board is. They know what deviled eggs are. They're eggs that have been deviled by the devil. You can make them your own. Heck, one time for the 4th of July, I even like dyed mine. They came out pink and like purple, I think. Dye them if you can figure out the dyeing technique. I'm sure you could Google it. You can add bacon. You can add hot spices. You can add hot sauce. You can add blue cheese. You can add any kind of cheese that you want. You can make them super duper fancy. They don't just have to be like mustard and mayo whipped up with the egg and like a little hint of paprika. They can be whatever you want to add to your deviled eggs. You can make them super duper special for super duper special occasions. All right. So if you have some leftover eggs ready to be eaten, whip up a batch of deviled eggs. All right, y'all. Now, my grandma, whom I love and is a Southern lady, makes these amazing meatballs, and they're so good because they're slightly sweet. They're very sweet. They're actually pretty sugary. So they have, you know, probably some sugar, brown sugar, ketchup, yeah, all the sweet stuff. But you know what? You can definitely Pinterest or Google low-carb meatballs. I made some good turkey meatballs with like a marinara sauce, it was super duper good for lunch one time. So if you want to check out that recipe, very low calorie because we used ground turkey. But if you want to make like the traditional like meatballs and like a sweeter sauce, get some low-carb ketchup, get some low-sugar ketchup, y'all, for reals. I don't eat ketchup on a lot of things, but when I do want to make meatballs, I will use me some low-carb ketchup. Also, for our next recipe, something else that the super duper fancy people who drink the cheap Cabernet Sauvignon will appreciate in life is a fancy shrimp cocktail. Okay, now let me tell you some hints. Cocktail sauce has like 20 grams of sugar per tablespoon. That stuff has so much sugar, I don't even know why. It doesn't taste that sweet when I eat it with my shrimp, but it is. So you're gonna make your own shrimp cocktail sauce. Let me tell you how you do it. You take some low sugar ketchup, yes, don't question it, and then you go get some raw horseradish. I think I have some in the fridge. It's this stuff, okay? This is from Food Lion. I used to get mine from Walmart. You can find it all over. It's usually with like the cheeses. I don't know why. This stuff is less than 1 gram of carb per 5 grams of weight or 1 teaspoon. And this goes a long way because it's spicy. So you mix in, you know, a couple tablespoons of low sugar ketchup. You mix in a tablespoon of this horseradish and you have yourself a nice little serving of cocktail sauce that is super duper low carb, especially when compared to the regular cocktail sauce. Now, shrimp itself is gonna have a couple grams of carbs in it. So make sure you don't like pig out on the shrimp cocktail that you brought. It will have a few grams of carbs, but this is how you're gonna save money. Instead of buying the ring of shrimp cocktail with the sauce that you can't even eat, you're gonna go to Walmart and you're gonna go in the frozen fish section and you're gonna buy some cooked frozen shrimp. It's been deveined and it still has a little tail on top. You're gonna thaw it out right before you're ready to like bring it to a holiday party and people are gonna love it and it's gonna cost you less because the shrimp are bigger and you get like a really good portion for a lot less money. A shrimp cocktail ring, like the little ones, like $8 or $9, maybe $8 to $10. Okay, no, go get you like a $5 bag of shrimp. And these are large shrimp, so definitely a nice bite to them. $5.78, and you get 12 ounces, okay? So definitely go get the cooked shrimp in the freezer section if you want to eat some cocktail shrimp. I know I'm getting really worked up about this, but it's because I believe in it, all right? Get you some horseradish, some low-carb ketchup, and go get you some cooked shrimp in the Walmart freezer section. It tastes good, y'all, and I'm honest. I'm on that teacher budget. All right, y'all. So, one of my favorite things to bring last minute to any party is some Publix chicken wings. These things are huge. They are crispy. They are not breaded, and you can add any sauce you want. Usually, I just add some Texas Pete or some Frank's, and that's about it. You can even find like some low sugar Sweet Baby Ray's if you want to add in a few extra carbs. That does still have carbs in it, just so you know. And if you really load it on, just make sure you don't go over your carb limit for the day. Everybody loves chicken wings. I love chicken wings. I love Wing Wednesday, Wing and Wine Wednesday. It's just a great party food. So if you're going to a less formal event where people are going to be drinking the real cheap bottles of wine, or the fizzies, or the Trulies, or you know, whatever. All you gotta do is stop at Publix right beforehand, maybe it's a last minute thing, and pick up a box of 20 chicken wings, and it's like $12 for a box of 20. Maybe not even that much. They're super cheap, they're huge, they're delicious, they're not breaded, very keto friendly, and they're amazing, and everybody's gonna love you because everybody loves chicken wings, and so that's just how it is. Last little tidbit, y'all. If you are going to a Thanksgiving party and you want to bring a keto side dish, definitely check out Allie McWowie's recipes. I have made a delicious low-carb, keto-friendly dressing. It's not really stuffing. I just made it in a pan, but it was so good. My mother, who does not like diet food at all, she always scoffs at my like low-sugar things, loved it. She didn't even realize that I had made it for a video for you guys. Also, don't forget to check out my gratin dauphinoise. It was like, you know, potatoes, but it wasn't, but it tastes like potatoes. It was basically cauliflower and cheese and nutmeg, and it was so good. So definitely check out those. People will love them. They won't even question why you didn't add in potatoes into your potatoes dauphinoise. They won't question why there's no bread in your dressing, okay? Because it's just such a good, savory Thanksgiving fall treat. Well, folks, that's about it for today. Those are my top 7 dishes that are super duper secret keto low carb dishes that you can bring to holiday gatherings that nobody's gonna question. And if you don't want to bring up the discussion about what you're eating or your diet, these are great options because everybody's gonna love them anyway and they're not gonna be suspicious. If you enjoyed the video, please do not forget to like and subscribe. That would help me out so much. And if you'd like to follow me on social media and check out what I'm doing and just seeing things about my everyday life and what's happening and going on, you can check out my social media links down below, especially my Instagram. That's the one that I update the most. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I hope that you have an awesome holiday season in the midst of everything that's going on. And I will see you guys next time. My name's Allie. Have a good one. Bye.